Hey, what's up, guys? Yeah. Let me just get my things ready. Music, music, and then get the tablet. All right. I actually wanted to do something, but I forgot. Actually, wait. I wanted to test out my sound of notification, and right now I'm off. But then because I can't hear it when I play. So the reason why I usually don't hear when somebody follows me. Anyways, thanks for the guys that followed me that I didn't actually get to see the that. Anyways, let's almost done with this. I'm tempted to make the shoes gray as well, but because that's actually here they are brown. The reference is as my laptop is a little bit slow today. I don't know why. Actually, Blender is not strong. I'm just gonna save this file again. But I think it's not just Blender. Everything is just not just brown. It should. Yes. Okay, yeah. Good thing it's not. I thought it was actually gray shoes, but it's actually not gray shoes. It's brown shoes. We're gonna stick with that. But then now I don't know what color this is. Okay, it's the same color as this. But this, the back part, here it's hard to tell what color it is because of the lighting. But it's probably like the same color, similar color as the dress, I guess. No, here. It's hard to tell on that picture. Yeah, it is. Similar as the. I mean, this is not a good reference, but yeah. Alright, and also I need to change this. No, let me get complementary colors. Just gonna use those two. Get complementary colors. When I did, when I used this, actually, it's how I came with this yellow, but it's not working, I guess. Actually, the yellow, the orange, and the purple, I guess. Yeah, but it's not working. First, what I can do is get the base color of this, and it's this color. Then Yeah, you can tell based on this area. It tells you which one is the what is this? Almost like the main base. Actually, it's the main base color that you should focus on, and then it gives you all these other ones that complement this. Better complementary is what's this? Split complementary. It gives me similar colors. You know what I'm actually gonna do? I'm gonna go with this. Yeah. I think the brown is gonna mesh with the shoes. Then we can yeah, just two colors. We don't have to go all insane with it. Just two colors along with the gray. Yeah, blue, gray, and this brown. Yes, with this and let's save it here. Oh, you know what I can do actually? Get the proper color. I'm just gonna pick this color from here because I think this one is probably like maroon. I can't do that. Okay, I'm just gonna import this thing. I think it's already in here actually. And hide everything. I thought it was in there, but it's actually not. Okay, I'm just gonna let's just gonna first save this in the folder, and then just import it in here. The wrong folder. Right. Next reference. That was actually a terrible thing to use. Oh, let me actually change this to this. Probably down at the bottom. I shouldn't have. Oh, I had this already. I remember saving this. Probably not on this file, but on a different file maybe. So, I want a darker value because I usually have a darker value as my base color, and then wait, actually no. I usually actually have one, that is a tone between the two, I guess, and then add darker values and then lighter values. Yeah, not the thing is over here, the lighter, so that's why we can't really get proper value of this. So yeah, it's gonna get the value right. Almost like a grayish value, I guess. Don't like these ones. I think I want to stick with this one, and yeah, I'm gonna stick with this value, and then just work my add these other values. It's gonna be this color on the shoe, and then it's gonna go here and as well as here. Yeah, I don't know about the dress. Hmm. Oh, you know what I can do? I mean, not the dress, this pants. I don't want to remove them. That's the thing. So, okay. And I also don't want to make them the same color because this over here is the same as the dress. I just don't want it. I don't want that. Let me go back to that. Let's, let's see if it gives me different colors. Oh, green, uh, light blue. Maybe the leggings we can make it a dark green, but it's gonna complement with this stuff today. Yeah. Okay, it works with that. You can just make it a darker value maybe. I usually, my the clothes I make, they always desaturated. So I don't like just bright colors. Even the ones that I wear, actually it's just something that I do. Even the clothes I wear, it's they're not that bright. I guess I don't have a problem with that, but when it becomes too bright, I guess that's why I don't like that. Yeah. I did not save that color. So we're gonna save it here. Then remove all of this nonsense I created. Just gonna make it a plain leggings. Yeah, with the color. Right. I think this I need to redo again. Actually, no. I don't think I. Yeah, I need to do that as well. I'll leave that for last. Now let's just do this. Let's save this. Then remember the name. That there.
I've been counting down the days to get out. I've been looking for a way from this town. And you're too far away to help me now. So I'm counting down the days to get out. 'Cause I need to learn to forget everything that drags me down. I need to forget everything inside me now. Full speed ahead, far from the end. So I'm full speed ahead. Full speed ahead. Full speed.
Click on the wrong one.
I've been staring at the sun in my eyes. I've been keeping on the run every night.
I'm gonna import that image so that I can pick those colors. There.
So I'm staring at the sun till
I realized I actually didn't unwrap the shoes.
I need to learn to
Yeah, I need to do that.
everything that drags me down. I need to focus everything inside me now. Full speed ahead, far from the end. So I'm full speed ahead. Full speed ahead. Full speed ahead. Full speed now. Full speed, got the pedal down. Full speed now. Yeah, 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 yeah. Full speed now, now. Full speed, got the pedal down. Full speed now. Yeah, 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 yeah.
I don't know how to just make that default because I use that every time. Maybe I should start setting up my blender so that it shows this as soon as it does. Is there a shortcut for that? Actually, I should check for that. Right, yeah, that's. Yeah, I did it right over there, but how the hell did I not add some loops on this one?
One specific frequency.
Wait, it's probably just that actually. Okay. Just I didn't add some loops here. Just gonna add some loops so that it doesn't. It's not gonna affect the UVs as long as if I don't what's this, move these points, then it's definitely not gonna affect the UVs. So even if I add as many as I want here, it's not gonna change the UVs apart from this part. So basically the same shape, the UVs is, it will be like that without any changes. All it's doing is just adding change it to this so that you can see it live as to how it's actually, see, it's not changing the shape, it's just adding these on these areas basically. So yeah, I just do this so that this becomes a, you know these become quads so that I can, they don't become triangles, I mean not triangles, rectangles when I subdivide this. I want them to be like this, squares basically. I want them to be squares. Then that should get like that. Yeah. Now let's go in here and start texturing this. I'm also gonna apply this. I'm gonna delete this and then apply this. Let me also make this. Oh, I can't do that. Interesting. Okay, I can't make office. Quick favorite. What is that shortcut? And I always forget it. But we select the two and then okay. What did I just do? I think you select one. Oh, okay. I want that color back. Select one and then okay. I have this on, but I always forget it. And it's difficult to do it with the tablet, so one of the reasons why I don't use it. And for this one, actually, what you can do is just select this and press F. gonna connect that. If you don't wanna do this, sometimes you don't connect them properly. So just by pressing F, makes that connection. It only works, with when these are the same, I guess. Because yeah, I was trying to use color, but you use lighting, so. Mm, mm, switch this thing. Now just same color. I'm actually gonna start using some of these colors. I feel like this is maroon rather than what is this, brown. Hmm. Like hot brown. It's probably just brown. Okay. Just me. And it's just a little bit darker. Yeah. I don't know how this is gonna turn out. But like I said, the method I'm using, it works because you can always change the colors. The problem is I can't change the masks. If I don't like the way the mask looks, I'm gonna have to go and uh, remake that. But it's not completely destructive, basically. This is how you want to texture, you know, without worrying about the pixel, you know, pixelated details and the image not looking the way you want it, I guess, or the texture is not looking the way you want it. And in texture paint for me, it's why I don't use texture paint. It's straight into it. I mean, painting alone is okay, but once I smooth things, then that's where it's just a little bit frustrating. So if you're good, I guess, at texturing without using the smooth the smooth tool, I guess texture paint would be a lot more faster to do, I think. For me, it's just actually there's also the part where by try to texture at a high resolution. Basically, it's not gonna be good for my laptop. So here, texturing over here and then baking it at a high resolution is baking the mask at a high resolution is a lot more better than that, I guess. Also gonna take color over here. I saw gray, that bluish gray. Yes, yeah. Probably the lighting that's actually coming from here that's creating this result. I want it to be, to have that, but at the same time, not divert too far from the, it looks like red. Look at that. It's in the tone of red. So I wasn't wrong when I was saying it, because if it was brown, it should be somewhere around here, right? But it's over here, so probably maroon, something like that. I don't know, but I just feel that that's what it is. It's probably the light that's actually making it look like it's brown. I don't know, it could be. I wonder if it can actually do that. Wait, let's see that. Oh, nice. Oh, damn. I didn't know there was a shortcut for screencast speed. I'm just gonna add that on. It's insane how easily Blender created a shortcut for that. I'm just gonna call this gray brown. because it's an add-on that you bring into there, or maybe it's actually something that comes with, you know, it's built into the add-on. I don't know. It's possible, I guess. Shortcut. Because I was looking through, you know, all of these shortcuts. Because what I want to do is, while learning what is Cinema 4D, I want to make all the shortcuts similar to Blender. I'm gonna use a trial. I haven't downloaded it yet, but you know, just for those 14 days, learn it so that, you know, I know how to use it, I guess. If someone actually wants me to do something and they feel like, you know, or they have only Cinema 4D, you know, company or something, then I will use that, I guess. It's also a good skill to learn, you know, having all these knowledge of, even if it's just basic knowledge of the software. It's a lot more better than not knowing it. So I'm just trying to, you know, see all the shortcuts that I know I use a lot. And while I was actually checking that, I came up with, you know, I came across the shortcut for the screencast keys, and I was like, hey, you know, every time I always open this and go down, you know, it's a little bit annoying. And here there's nothing that shows you that there's a shortcut for it. But coming across it, I was really happy. I was like, oh, okay. You know, I don't have to go through that long process. I mean, I could have done it, but I don't want to. For some reason, you know, when you make changes to the interface, for me, when I make changes to the shortcuts, sometimes they don't work. Like, what I actually wanted to do was, instead of using number pad 1 and 3, you know, to switch between right orthographics and front orthographics, right? I wanted to actually use the arrows to do that. It's a lot more easy, I guess, for me to use the arrows. You know, it's easy to remember that it's when, you know, other than when I'm using the number pad 1 and 2. Anyways, yeah, I just couldn't get that, and because with the arrows I can also use the up as the bottom and the up arrow as the top, and then the bottom arrow as the bottom, you know, like that. But yeah, unfortunately, I've tested it out a few times, but it's, you know, it's not. Or maybe I'm just doing it wrong. I don't know. But it's not. It's not even doing anything. You know, that's the weird thing. And the thing was with Blender, Blender has two short keys for one thing. let me actually show you with this. I noticed that when you press this right, it takes you into local what's this view, right? But then there's also the option of pressing shift, then the number pad, this one, which, wait, is it shift or control? My bad, I pressed the wrong key. Sorry about that. I actually shouldn't press that. And that's actually one of the reasons why I also don't want to use the number pad, because the number pads control what's this, OBS. So yeah, I pressed alt number pad / which was the end stream screen, I guess. But basically, the number pad, I don't know if you saw this, but the number pad, with this / and the / here, they both take you to local view. So it's one thing I noticed with Blender, that it has, many short keys for one, action. I don't know why. It actually just start deleting some of those. Yeah, for now, what I'm actually gonna do, instead of using a lot of colors, I think it's best to at least minimize the colors that I use on character to just two colors maybe, and then just use those colors as have two colors, and then, like for instance this one, and then just change this to one of this, and then just pick these colors to complement this, this, rather than trying to pick complementary colors, because I realize I actually don't understand them. So I saw it with Mark Burnett, and I actually like the way he colors his characters, but I just can't get it to that same level. So for now, I think just taking two complementary colors or complementary colors, and then using that to do that. Yeah, maybe actually using three colors for the just for the next character, I guess. Let's just finish with this gray. Let's pick another color. I want, okay, I already used maybe tone over there. Hmm. Don't feel like it's the same one as the one I just used right now. Maybe over here. Yeah, it's a different color, so let's use that. Gonna call it light brown one. Hmm. And then raise these, make them a little bit smaller. I don't want them to be everywhere. And also, one thing I actually noticed is that sometimes I add too many colors and then just you barely ever see this base color. For instance, I know if I mute this, it's gonna be a little bit visible, but I think right now it's visible. But yeah, let's mute this one. And then you can tell over here that where it is actually. I added this far too much that you can barely even see this the original brown, I guess. Okay, here you can actually see it. Actually, but other times, I notice that that's the case that you can't. So you can see it. But I guess I get too much into adding colors that I used to forget that there is a base color underneath all of these colors that I'm adding. So the idea here is actually to merge the two, not so that one color overwhelms the other. You want to see the base color, but make the other ones almost like slightly visible, right? And to do that, you can also use the not the color ramp, but the map range, just to tone down these values that you've added. Okay, just one more color, and then actually gonna bake this part. It's mostly it's gonna be affected by the procedural texture that I'll make it. I could have just left this as one base color, but since I've added different colors to the dress and the steel, I felt like this should also not just be one plain color. This one color. Right. I really hate working with the shade editor. It's like the only one workspace where everything's just so slow. For me, I guess zooming in like this is okay, but then panning, almost like it's still thinking before. Once I've stopped actually changing from panning to zooming, or from zooming to doing this, that's way for the result, I guess, was for it to respond or to stop rotate like this, zooming in and out. But I guess when you think of it compared to the texture space, then it's a lot better. But the texture space is still a nightmare for me, I guess. You know, I was looking at what's this? Hmm, this part. I was looking at a video for what's this tracking, right? And you realize that Blender actually focuses more on. Well, for me, I realized that Blender focuses more on improving the interface for modeling and what's this? Of course, GeoNodes, but it's modeling GeoNodes and what's this? Yeah, and for animation, I guess. Some of these, when I looked at the interface, this guy was using like Blender, an old version of Blender, and the interface it looked the same, I guess, as it is right now for mm, tracking, for tracking. There's not much for compositing, and they don't make that much change for compositing and other, these other interfaces. The one thing for the highlights for the metal, I realized that I did not uh, what's this? I should have actually used some noise to actually break them off. 'Cause everything just seems confusing, I guess. Especially when it's a metallic object, right? You expect, uh, since I didn't use this mm, the position to create the curvature of it, basically. Since I didn't use the position, you get it in I forgot what node it was actually. Just to get create the curvature of those. Basically, this is what I'm doing. It's almost like creating my own curvature, I guess. But yeah, I think it would have been a lot more better if I added some. I think I can actually still do it since it's just a mask, right? I can actually in the other folder when I start add some procedural textures. I can actually add a mask on all of these highlights and then just break it off so that it's not just like this, basically. The fact that I'm not actually texturing it, so that it's perfectly straight line like this. other areas, it does this, and I leave it like that intentionally, I guess.
Could set you free, show you what this world can really be. Here with me, I could set you free, off the pain and misery and let you be. Here with me. Show you what this world can really be. Here with me, I could set you free.
One thing I'm actually starting to notice is that the reason why I'm actually, especially when I'm modeling, right? The reason why I'm actually slow is that I guess I'm too focused on thinking of how the actual detail will, the final result will look, and so I pause. Like for instance, just this morning I was actually creating I was creating the I was actually working on that Mercedes that I said I would work on, and I was creating just the emblem for the Mercedes, and it took me quite some time because most of it I was just trying to think of how the shape is. I can really see the shape, how it is. It's just I know if I just do it very quickly, I will get the result, right? But then I'm also thinking of how it, connects with, because it's that shape like this, right? That shape like this. But then there's that, right? I'm thinking how it connects with this, instead of just creating the shape first and then creating that, and then have, worry about how these connect later. Because like I feel like if you have you first need to create the basic shape of how you understand this, without having to worry of how they actually connect. Because once you start adding how they connect, you then spend a lot of time trying to think of how to connect them, I guess. But once you already have that shape and the both shapes, basically you'll actually know how you can connect them. One thing I realized, just these type of things that actually, so the reason why I'm spending so much time in the modeling stage, I guess. For texturing, I still don't know. It's probably because I don't know. To be honest, with the texturing, I haven't explored it to understand why I take. Mainly, the texturing is where I waste a lot of that. Yeah, but it's one thing I haven't explored yet. So once I, you know, started, completely understood or notice enough reasons as to why I'm slow, I'll start to, pay attention to the picture. Let me do these together instead of having to come back. So, man, buying grocery is it's a nightmare, man. Yesterday, I was, yeah, I went to buy some groceries, but for me, no, I don't buy groceries for the whole month, but usually it just lasts me for the whole month. Some of it, but I try to keep it, so that it lasts me for at least 2 weeks. That's probably the most I would buy. If I wouldn't buy for the whole month, but I feel like I'm just gonna forget some of the things, and then it might just get spoiled basically. So, but that's not what I wanted to say. This family was buying groceries, and I think that guy will probably have to come again, probably in 2 weeks. And this guy was paying about 3,000 actually for a grocery, and I feel like most of the things is probably for the kids, right? Just a few kids. I think I only saw 2 of them there, but I'm sure with that much grocery, he has to have more kids than that, right? And it was insane, basically, because they literally left with about 2 trolleys of grocery, and I was like, and it's all full. That's the thing. If it was, just half, I guess, of full, I could understand that. Okay, he doesn't want some of these heavy groceries to damage the ones that are not heavy, basically. But that wasn't the case. Everything, it was full, like completely full, and I was like, and I watched this guy, I watched the bill go up, 1,000, 1,500, and then the guy at the counter was like, it's when it's more than that, he has to make the payment in cuts. I don't know why he has to do that, but instead of just making the entire you know so yeah, and the bill reached, so far what I counted was it was 1,500 plus the one way when I got to the counter, it was like 700, so that already makes about 2,000 plus the other groceries that were already in the the second trolley. So My guess is that his grocery must have cost him over like mm, probably 3,000 or more than that. It was insane. Because for me, it doesn't even cost me that much. If I'm buying grocery, okay, it's just me only. When I buy grocery for myself, but that should cost me about 500 per month. Actually, no, probably more than that, but not more than 1,000. But yeah, it was watching him buy all that grocery and thinking that in 2 weeks he's definitely gonna come back and buy more. That was insane. Hey, what's up, Skittles? Alright, I'm actually gonna play this. How you doing? How you doing? Yeah, I think it's okay. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Almost done with this character. Uh, just left with this and the shoes and the hair. I'm actually surprised that I was asleep. Oh, actually, I still have a lot to do. Actually, I'm lying. Yeah, I still have a lot to do because right now I'm just doing the base colors. You watched the new episodes yet for the series? Oh, oh, the live action one, right? No, no, no. Actually, I haven't watched it. Oh, there. No, I actually, I've been busy. I haven't had the time. Actually. First three are out. Um, yeah. I'll probably watch them in the weekend, but like since this past 2 weeks, no, not 2 weeks. Yeah, this past actually last week I was actually busy, and the week before I was also busy. So uh, one project after another, and there was also one where this guy wanted the project within 3 days, and I was like, damn, you know. I was like, okay, but yeah, so I was a little bit busy. I'll have to take them out later, I guess. Actually, didn't save this. Okay, let's save this.
It's getting dark, I feel the I feel the
Let's take rename. Oh, up to okay. So far, what do you think about the episodes? Just enough, just tell me enough not to spoil. Uh, because I haven't been on YouTube as well to check the comments on them. Yes. I have this project that I need to complete. That's why probably by the end of this week, actually, I need to finish it. Right, let's break this. How is okay? let's compare it to Obi-Wan, because when I watched Obi-Wan, I was, you know, I expected more from it, I guess. Especially his fight with Darth Vader. I expected more than that. Some of they made him overpowered, but he has to be overpowered. But you know, for me, it wasn't as good as I hoped for it to be. I generally enjoy Star Wars stuff regardlessly, but some parts disappointing. They also introduced Darth Vader in it. It's okay. I didn't like Obi-Wan in that sense too. So basically made Obi-Wan into a exactly. Oh man, I was disappointed with that actually. He didn't seem like Obi-Wan, it's just because he was it was a weak Obi-Wan basically, and I just didn't like that. That's why um I know they were trying to show that because he hasn't fought for quite some time, but you would think that this guy is a Jedi, right? There's no way he's just gonna sit all that entire time. You'd expect him to at least train by himself, so that he doesn't forget his way. But the way they just showed him, yeah, I didn't enjoy it. Alright, let's break this, man. I'm saying that. How we actually breaking it. Yeah, and they focus more on that evil woman. Was more of her than Vader, lol. Which evil woman? I need to watch it. Man, I should have changed this from standard to standard. That's why the colors just didn't look right. To be honest, it seemed very much like they just wanted to appear to a woke gender, make Obi-Wan a bitch and make her all powerful. Ah. Yeah, that's what it is. Most of the Disney stories these days, they take that route. It's unfortunate, but yeah. Where's the thing?
Can't find my way back to you. I'm lost again.
Right.
I don't wanna from all of this, I'm bulletproof, nothing to lose. So break me, if only I don't want me. I've been
Alright, let's keep that. Apparently, there's gonna be a season 1 of Obi-Wan. I mean, season 2 of it. I don't know. For me, it felt more like you know, they weren't showing him as a Jedi, but as a babysitter, because basically that's what it felt like. Him taking care of Luke and then taking care of that girl, and all that. I forgot Luke's sister, basically taking care of Luke's sister. Keep forgetting her name. This. Yeah, lol, but like not even a babysitter. More like everyone was getting a little game HD. Yeah. Copy this. What the? Let me go into this mode. I'm just wondering, is the series continuing from the movies, or because I haven't watched all the other movies actually. I've only watched when did I watch? I watched the one where Obi-Wan was fighting with actually no wait, I actually didn't watch a lot of Star Wars movies. I watched the first one where Obi-Wan discovered Anakin, and yeah, I also watched the one where Anakin was sounding like some poetic guy. Which, when he was already older and they were trying to make him sound poetic, say all these all these feelings that, we can already see that, he feels that way, but then all of a sudden he's telling us he feels that way. Yeah, I just don't remember the name of that one. After that, yeah, I just they jump all over the timeline. Well, the movies are notorious, not in order. I noticed that, like it's weird how they just jump. Why don't they just make them in order? Because for someone who who's new to Star Wars, it's just confusing. Yeah, but it's all based on the same canon. Yeah, Lord. In the old movies, he's super wise. Yeah, that was weird. I was like, okay, who is this? Is this really Anakin? Yeah, I just didn't like that side of him that they showed, I guess. Especially since for me, when I first watched Star Wars, actually it's because of this one. The animation one was the first Star Wars I've actually watched. I didn't know Star Wars before then, so when you see him in this one and then you start watching the live action movies and you see how he acts in the live action movies, it's just, am I, is this really the same person? Yeah. Well, it's one of those series that probably not in order of timeline, but yeah, they are in order in different ways, like how they reveal things. Ah, okay.
Oh, I got lost on the way to you in an orange sky by the ocean blue. Every mile lost, my soul renewed, taken by the sunrise and the golden view. Walking slowly in the mountains underneath the constellations. Yeah, I know that you are waiting for me. Time is losing all its meaning, like I'm living in a dream, and I've been chasing all the feelings I need. It's in these moments with words unspoken, my eyes wide.
But I still feel like in the Obi-Wan series, right? They didn't make Darth Vader angry enough. Like, basically, for him, Obi-Wan ruined his life. Because what he was they fought in that planet where there was lava, and then basically he burned in that. Oh man, that's some gruesome things, So the way they first encounter was, it's just, it wasn't convincing emotionally, just it felt like he was just angry, but not angry enough. Yeah, it you know it felt like just anger to get it felt like frustrated anger, but not revenge anger. That's how I just felt when I saw the encounter, you know them meeting after quite some time actually. Mm, all right, let's move. Let's save this first. Mhm. But the one thing they didn't you know like in some movies where the villain, right, is they try to add some humor to the appearance of the villain. If they did that with Darth Vader, I don't know, man, I would have been frustrated because Darth Vader is not a villain you want to, you want him appearing and then someone makes a joke, to try and lighten the mood. I'm sorry. It's one of those villains where if he appears, everything's intense, everyone is quiet, that's how his appearance should always be. Because like these, when you look at actually they did that in Obi-Wan when it wasn't Darth Vader but it was someone else, he appeared in there and then they started making some jokes, just to lighten the mood. That type of, you don't show a person as a villain and then all of a sudden the other character makes jokes. I'm sorry, in that situation things are supposed to be intense. Keep with the same level of intensity basically. I I feel like if the villain looks funny themselves, then yeah, it's okay to throw that off. If the villain, looks weird, right? It's okay. But if the villain looks convincing enough that, this person is dangerous, and then all of a sudden you make a joke, that just kills the mood. Like how in the early movies Darth Vader is developed hero, but then you find out he's actually Luke's father. They'd made more prequels with Anakin and how he developed into Vader. Hmm. Hmm. But when I actually found out he was, I actually didn't know that Anakin was Darth Vader. It was shocking when I found out that it was him. Because the animation, I started with the animation, and when I was watching that, it doesn't tell you there that he's Darth Vader. Actually, I don't know. I don't know how I found out actually that he was. No, I was reading through it actually on the, what's this? I wanted to know who Darth Vader is, because we just know him as Darth Vader, and then you know I realized I found that it was actually Anakin. I was like, what? Where did everything go wrong? It's actually one of those things where I still don't. Actually, I know it because, but I still have gaps as to how he developed into Darth Vader because I know that he had anger issues. I'm aware of that, but mm, I don't know what caused him to. I can't say that the fight with him and Obi-Wan was enough to cause him to become, Darth Vader. I feel like there was something that actually pushed him in order to decide, you know what, I'm gonna be uh, turn to the dark side of and be a Sith. What is that? No, not this one.
I promise the darkness I can honest believe. But don't cross me, I might lose control of the lost beast. He's locked away inside with the key control by fight or flight. And this world ain't right, won't accept it. Negative energy, I expect it. Once it's in your mind,
Materials.
so fight for your life and reject it. You better give me space, I'm protected. My adrenaline spikes.
Still don't know which one it is. This one. Yeah, it is this one. I'm just gonna rename this. What is the order? Can you tell me the order of the movies so that I don't feel like I'm jumping around? Do you know the proper order of the movies?
Cause when there's no exit, I'll kill when I'm desperate.
Not out of the top of my head. But how many movies are? How many movies are they? The ones that I know is the first one where Obi-Wan discovers is this Luke, Anakin, and then I know the one where Han Solo was actually with Han Solo if you look into that yeah, I think those two are the only ones that I actually know. Never really watched any other than that. And then the only series I know is this one and the Obi-Wan series.
Last time I saw you, lady, we were walking other ways. Now listen, ain't it crazy? Wish you the best in your journey.
Not, I'm actually gonna hide that. It just makes the entire thing look weird. Uh, okay, actually almost done. Just to re-texture that, let's actually unwrap these. Unwrap these. Save this. Yeah, these shoes are probably worse though.
That's good.
Okay, something went wrong. Let me switch to solid mode for this. Ah, it was scaling an individual egg. That's why. I'm just gonna focus on only one. Ooh, okay. I usually don't need that part because it's not visible over here. As long as it doesn't change the shape of it. And for me, one thing is that just kills off the mood, for me is when when a villain starts off a villain and then all of a sudden changes into the good guy. I know, can influence a person into becoming the good guy, but it has to be convincing. And the thing is, sometimes it's not convincing enough, especially when like the villain has a really good reason to be evil, and then all of a sudden the reason that the way they convince him is not it's, it's not enough, for me I feel it's not enough to get the villain to abandon this idea of being this evil person, I guess. And they do that, most superhero movies are actually doing that now. It's really annoying. Okay, actually gonna insert this some more and then just delete this part. For the one that let me take what's this? I know it's an old movie, but when Deadpool what's this? When Cable in Deadpool 2 came in and was trying to kill this kid. It's he was the evil guy who just wanted to get rid of not the evil guy, but he was someone who wanted to get rid of this kid, right? And although the kid is not evil yet, but for him, he was affected by this kid's action in the future, basically. So I know that they showed us Deadpool dying and all that, but it wasn't enough of a reason for Cable to not kill this kid, because Cable went through, he witnessed his daughter's death, and that's not enough for him to just let go of all that anger, because Deadpool protected this kid, basically. That type of it's just what I just don't like in movies, basically. Hey Skittles, hey Slash, hope the modeling is going well. Yeah, it's actually it's not almost done, but definitely doing well. Let me just show you. Oh, good, it's not responding. It's just, let me just say I'm finished with this base colors. I'm almost done with the base colors, and then I'm just gonna do some procedural textures to this. So there's still a lot to do. I need to add some procedural colors textures to this, because right now it's just flat colors, basically. The base is actually textured, so when you see it gray, it's just because I disconnected that. So yeah, Okay, let's. Hmm. I'm just gonna unwrap this and call it a day. I know I don't wanna end the stream with unwrapping, but yeah, there's nothing I can fix. Wait, actually, I want these to be 1 UV. Let's just unwrap this. This pack UV actually, it's amazing, but sometimes it doesn't. It doesn't get it exactly correct. You have to press it a few times, until it actually gets it correct. Sometimes it actually makes them overlap one another. Realize one thing. Let me just check this. Okay, that's weird because it's still making this the same. Okay, no, changed it. Oh, okay, that's forgot about this part actually. I was wondering why it's not using the space over here, but yeah. Alright guys, I'm actually gonna end the stream right here. But these days, I'm no longer taking that much time trying to fix the UVs, since I'm just leaving everything in Blender. in coloring everything in Blender. It's just I don't see the point of it. So yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for the chat. See you guys on Wednesday. Wait, today is Wednesday. Oh man, my bad. On Friday, same time from 12 to 2 o'clock Middle Eastern time. So cheers, guys, and I hope you guys enjoy your day or night wherever you are. Cheers.